Back with another one. This is gonna be a kind of weird one. Cyraxx, as we all know, dated Candall, and Candall also dated this guy Boogie. And apparently, Chance has been going around saying Boogie's been trying to get with him. So it's gonna be weird because it involves Candall. You already know, but let's get into it. No, who knows what to expect?
A few minutes ago, and I was informed that Chance Wilkin was trying to tell people that I was trying to get with him.
Oh God.
Apparently to him, according to, I don't remember who, but they said that Chance was telling people that I had asked him out, and he rejected me. Now, you know me. Have I ever been interested in another guy?
I'm sorry, you're straighter than a board.
Okay. Another thing.
No offense, in a way, you're a homophobe.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Not fully, but in a way, you're not about that life.
I mean, I'm not about it, but I do support people who are about that way.
Well, I respect it.
A rainbow
Yes.
would be the term.
Because, my sister came out as lesbian, and I fully support her decision. I have, from my street family, I have a brother who's gay, and I strongly support him. I think him and his boyfriend are getting married soon. But okay, back to the topic at hand. I brought you on here to ask some questions. First off, we're going to start with some simple stuff. For those who don't know, who are you? Can you tell everybody who you are?
I am Candall Smith, but I go by Rebecca Leanne Wolf.
And can you tell everybody how you and Chance met?
We met through a mutual friend, which I now call sister. Probably a little over 8 years. We had been role play friends, and for whatever reason, he thought role play was reality, and he didn't know that what LARPing is. So he went and started doing this whole thing of, oh, I'm really dating Candall and all this. No, he was never dating me. I can assure you that. You think I have the nerve to sit there and go that low and put my standards that low? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, she did put her standards that low. She was dating him by all accounts. So, did they were even living together for a little bit? Maybe that was the other girlfriend. I don't know. But I thought they lived together for a little bit. But I don't know. I don't buy what she says for 1 second. I don't know how anyone could get wrapped up and have a mutual friend with Chance Wilkins. That's just weird. I don't know how that would even come to be. But let's get back to it.
I have respect for myself.
Now, can I ask you, were you aware that he was going around telling people that your children were his children?
I was not actually aware of that entirely. I heard rumors, but I was not aware of that.
Well, yes. I saw somewhere on one of his very old Facebooks that he posted that you and him are together and that your children were his stepchildren and he was going to help you raise them.
I wouldn't put that child molester near my children. No. The way he role-played about having fantasies of having sex with children, no.
Oh, do please enlighten us about that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when we first met, we were doing role play, and my character was I think she was 16, 15. It was just one of those little role play characters. I thought it was going to be an innocent role play, not this ERP. So My character is only 14, 15, maybe 16. I don't remember exactly which age. I just know it was under 18. I've had so many roleplay characters, it's not even funny. We were sitting there roleplaying, and he suddenly goes to groping the rear end. I'm going to try to be as light on the profanity as possible. But,
yes, please.
groping the butt, groping the breast, and trying to French kiss my character.
Okay, she's obviously got some kind of mental issues. That whole LARPing and role playing thing, it's a very out there group of people to begin with. But why would you do it with a 16-year-old character? I think that's really when it starts to get into the creep territory. So I don't think she's much better than Chance, but it doesn't surprise me at all that Chance was looking forward to a 16-year-old role play. That was right up his alley, and not surprised at all.
Okay.
Which disgusted the ever-living crap out of me. I'm like, no, I'm underage. No. And he kept on. So I just ended that role play. I mean, the next character of age, he had no interest.
All right. Now I have another question that you kind of brought up. Does that have anything to deal with why you decided to cut ties with him, or was there more to it?
There was a lot more to it, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. It started out with the whole role play, the ERP, the LARPing, which is live action role play, which I thought was cool back then. That was back when I was younger, and, you know, it was the coolest thing back then. So I was doing LARPing. So he took it as me thinking it was reality when I was just live action role playing, which he found interesting and what quote unquote he called attractive. I'm like, nope, I'm going to back out this one right now. And when he asked me out in a role play, thought he was just role playing, so I said yes, because he did the asterisk thingy next to it. So I thought it was role play.
Yeah, so he kind of tricked you in a sense.
Yes, and then when I told everyone, no, that was strictly role play, he then decided to say that he got mad because I rejected him in reality. Like, role play is not reality. That is a makeshift or a make-do fantasy world.
Well, role playing does kind of become the reality for a lot of those people that are into that stuff. What are those guys called? Furries? That are deviants themselves. There are a whole bunch of classes of deviants that revolve around role playing. So I wouldn't go say it's normal or most people don't think it's real. Most of it's a bunch of creeps, and like I've seen those guys that role play pretending to be like medieval characters, and then they end up after a while that after they get so far into it, they end up walking around dressed like they're in the Victorian era all day, every day, and that's just not a healthy lifestyle. It kind of, it's a good way to ruin any social relationships you have or any chance of getting new ones. So this chick's just loony. She's so loony.
In other words, an escape from reality. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right, it's just something I did for fun and enjoyed, just to escape the stress and drama of life.
Fair enough. So another question I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of how to ask this because I know everybody wants to know this. When did you learn that he was a straight up pedophile besides the role play?
Well, my cousin that was at my house, she's young. She was of age now. She caught him on video cam. I was in the bathroom. She was, playing on my phone like a kid. I didn't realize he had called and started jacking off on a damn video call. Excuse my language, but
Masturbating. Proper term.
And it was just sickening. It made me want to puke when I found out. And that wasn't the first incident. That wasn't the only incident I found out about. A friend of mine that's technically my partner now because she's of age, because she just turned 19 and I just met her and all that. I come to find out they have actual picture evidence of him trying to get in their pants when they were only 15.
Okay, that's also really creepy. She's now claiming, I don't know what her orientation is, but she's now claiming to have a partner that she's known since they were, at least minimum 15 years old, maybe younger. And what kind of creep gets with someone they knew as a minor? Like that's just creepy in itself. I don't think she's any better than Chance. I think she's just as much of a Looney Tune, just as much of a freak. She had that whole drama around the kids and child protective services and all that. Just disgusting behavior.
Okay, can you clarify what you mean by partner?
Well, I'm in a polyamorous relationship, okay? And I have more than one partner. So my partner, I should say, since they're non-binary more or less, they're trans but non-binary. So I don't use he or she most of the time. It's more or less they and them, just to respect their pronouns and whatnot. Me and them got into a conversation because they contacted me wanting to get out of a situation. And I ended up, I just started talking to them because I thought, hey, cool. I thought it was cool to hang out with them, be friends with them. And lo and behold, I found out they had feelings for me, and they've had feelings for me ever since they left the northern hemisphere. They ended up going way south. So I come to find out they had feelings for me, and we just started talking, and we ended up dating, and now we're together. It's online right now until they decide to move. They plan to move in with me eventually, but they were probably 15, 16 years old when it happened, and they've given me proof, and I'll give it to you later if they allow me to, give out that information. But they are willing to testify and everything against Chance Wilkins for the pedophilia, because it's not the only thing he's done to this person. He has sent willy pics to him, and he has, God, it's just making me want to throw up how disgusting this is. There's so much crap that he's done to this poor child that I wanted to just pick this poor little innocent thing, this innocent child, and hold them tight because they were so traumatized by the...
Okay, she's calling them a child, but at the same time wants to date them. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And you can't be going around saying it's surprising and all this. You willingly dated Chance Wilkins. You moved in with him. That's gross. And yes, even back then, people knew he was a creep. You brought kids around him. Absolutely disgusting behavior.
Crap he did.
Now, Huh?
I have a voice recording of them confessing that Chance Wilkins tried to get in their pants. And you actually know this person. I just can't say their name due to legality.
I do?
Also, yes, you do. And I just can't say the name due to legality reasons right now. They're in not a very good place, and I don't want to jeopardize it. So I'll explain it to you later, and you can hear the voice clip.
I completely understand. Can I ask you another question? Is there any others that you know of? Or is it just 2 or 3 people that you have mentioned?
There's quite a few, actually, to be honest. I can't say their names without asking them first, but I will say there's at least 15 people.
I 100% agree. Keep the victims' names off of stream because we don't want Chance to get, see and then him attack them again. Yes, we don't want them to be victimized again. So yes, I agree. Please leave the names off the stream, but do tell their story.
Because we all know how Chance likes to roll.
Anywho.
And why?
There's at least, I want to say at least 15 that I know right offhand that he has done this to.
Holy fucking shit, you gotta be kidding me.
No, unfortunately, I know a lot. Because I've been silent through this whole thing for the most part, and and my other partner that's sitting here next to me has also been a witness to 90% of these people. We've actually talked to most of the victims because we want to comfort them, because I'm also a victim of his abuse, more or less. That's why I ended up getting the PFA, and it's only one way. He can't contact me, but there's this whole thing of I don't want to contact him, but I very much so could, and it wouldn't.
Yeah, that's not how protective orders work. She can't go contacting him either. That because when you start doing that, you're basically showing the court there's no need for the protective order, and it devoids any value it has. And if she starts going and contacting Chance, and then he calls her back, that will absolutely not work in court. She's throwing the order out if she's going and doing that. And the fact that she even brings that up means she's been in contact with him. This is absolutely disgusting. This woman's a creep. I can't believe that she's still around, to be honest with you. She's over here grooming 15 kids to get, because she's always running some kind of scam. So she's got these, they're all minors or were minors when Chance met them and did his thing. But now she's trying to get something out of them. She wants these kids to go and help her achieve some loony goal. That's absolutely disgusting.
Any repercussions to the PFA? So
yes, but might I add that some would disagree with that and say that it's a both-way thing. I'm just going to throw that out there. Some people will disagree that it's a two-way thing.
Yes, but like I said, I wouldn't want to talk to him. Don't care to talk to him. It's more of I've been biting my tongue because he's been dragging my name and several of my friends and very important people through the mud and abusing people verbally, physically, and mentally.
Okay, we all know Chance doesn't leave the house, so he's not physically abusing anybody. But those protective orders don't really stop someone from talking about someone else. What they do is stop direct interaction. He can't go and directly call her or contact her or DM her or Skype her or video call her. That's what that's about. He can't go on a live stream that she's on and talk to her on a panel. That's what the protective order's for. And frankly, it's a waste of court resources because there's nothing Chance can do. All she's got to do is block his number. She's over here wasting the court's time with some frivolous lawsuit. I don't know if it's called a lawsuit, but frivolous motion to have a protective order that she doesn't need any protection from. She lives states away from him. I think last time I saw she was in Bangor, Maine, which is like several hundred miles away from where Chance lives. And everybody knows Chance doesn't even leave the attic. So it's a complete waste of time. And she has no clue what she's talking about. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand how a protective order works. Anyone that's ever had any kind of a thing going on in real life, or someone around you's had something going on and they get stopped with a protective order, they're always the same. Total BS.
Now, okay, with that being said, I know this might be a touchy subject, and I mean no disrespect by this, so please don't take any disrespect, but is one of them people that he's been throwing into the mud your recently deceased father?
I got super offended by that because I respect the dead. Currently my adopted mother is passing away. She's quite sick. She hasn't had her phone on in over 2 months. She didn't even get to say happy birthday to me. She's gradually ending up, on her deathbed. So it's like, it's really hard. So even though I may not get along with her,
yeah,
I have to admit that I still have feelings, that even though she's not my real mom, I still have feelings for her.
yes.
As a mom, me personally being a mom myself, I understand what it feels like to be accused of doing something that I'm not. She kept saying, "You don't love me." Now she's got dementia, and she's just being this super friendly, weird, and creepy situation.
Well, dementia's not creepy. You disowned your kids. You abandoned your kids, and CPS got involved and were neglecting them. I don't know why you're going dropping around that "I'm a mom" thing. You should care about your stepmother. I mean, if you grew up with her and she was around when you were a kid, and she took care of you, you should care about her at least a little bit, enough to respect her at the very least. Most people could at least respect their step parents if they weren't totally abusive. But this woman just doesn't get it. It's shocking how out of touch she is. It's like every time I hear her speak over, any of these videos she's done, it's just so shocking. I don't get how you can even get this way. She's almost as bad as Chance. And people are frequently pointing to Cyraxx being a creep, but I fully believe that, she has some tendencies that come into question as well.
So I'm trying to just make do with it, because my dying mother, adopted mother, I should say, is the reason my adopted father's dead, unfortunately.
Well, you kind of skipped my question, but when he was talking... All right, go ahead, then.
Okay. When I came to find out that she ended up pretty much... Honestly, she's the one that killed him. He's not supposed to have salt because of his cholesterol and his heart issues. My dad ended up being killed because she gave him salt. And I was the last one to speak to my adopted father. The day that he died, I was on the phone with him. And it's extremely touchy for me. Because anyone that disrespects such a great man to confess that he was wrong for all the things he's done before he passed, and telling me that he loves me, I'm sorry. But it takes more balls to admit that kind of thing, especially as you're dying.
Well, that's just 100% another lie. A lot of people are supposed to be on low sodium diets. Salt doesn't go out and kill people on its own. Just giving someone salt with a meal isn't going to kill them. It's complete nonsense. You have to have salt to function. Your body requires salt. This lady's a Looney Tune. She's already pushing more lies. But we're going to do this in parts. I can't get through an entire 2-hour-long interview with her. She's too loony. Frankly, she drives me nuts just listening to her talk. But I know some of you guys will be interested in this. I want to make sure I bring it to you. So I'm going to break this up into parts, and I might skip over sections of it because I'm sure some of it's pretty repetitive. But thanks, guys, for checking this out. Appreciate you guys. If you find yourselves watching these, hit the subscribe button. Catch you guys next time.